Ghost was very important for Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. Ghost, I would even say, was the most successful car in Rolls-Royce's entire history over its 10 years life cycle. And Ghost brought a whole new demographic to the brand. And very important to mention, it generated profitability. Profitability that allowed us here at Rolls-Royce Motor Cars to invest into expansion and also into new models. And Ghost taught us as well a great deal about how our clients view and also react with our brand. And on top comes that Ghost internationalized the brand further, opening up many new markets we haven't been in before. So new Ghost is just that, all new. We only kept umbrellas and the spirit of ecstasy. And of course, the new Ghost encapsulates a completely updated technology suite, which is four-wheel steering, four-wheel drive, effortless doors, which means power assisted not only for closing, but also now for opening. It has the world first planar suspension system, laser headlights of course, an illuminated fascia and many, many other fine details. But important to mention, the much loved restrained simplicity of the car is retained and even increased due to what we call post-opulent demands from our Ghost clients. And we call this a minimalist design ethic. The typical owner of the new Ghost is a young entrepreneur, man and woman of course, founders and CEOs. And Ghost truly is a global product in demand by wealthy customers internationally. I would describe it as a car for those people to drive and, when required, of course, to be driven in. Ghost is, in a nutshell, a more subtle, slightly smaller Rolls-Royce, truly in tune with what we call the post-opulent world in which we find ourselves today. The announcement of any new Rolls-Royce is always a seminal moment around the world. Therefore, for our brand and company, this is a very important day. For a moment, allow me to say, the world will stop and take note of what Rolls-Royce is presenting. Advance orders for the new Ghost have been extremely pleasing. Our clients have expressed a great appreciation for the car. And the reason for that is because new Ghost is an expression of confidence in the future. Not only of our company, but also for the world, emerging from the challenging times we have been through. It is also important as a signal of strength and perseverance of our brand, which has withstood many, many challenges over the past 116 years.
The design brief for Ghost came to the studio with hundreds of pages of our customers' insights. We kind of refined and distilled it down to this concept of what is post-opulence. And what do I mean? It's about refinement, about reduction, about simplicity. It was about something that doesn't shout at you, but it whispers. We were pursuing this minimalist aesthetic. That was our absolute objective. I'd say the front of Ghost really demonstrates our obsession with reducing any overt design. There's no additional flourishes. It's very reduced, but it keeps that charm that makes a Rolls Royce. It's in no way sterile. Our aluminium body structures are hand welded, which means you don't read any additional shut lines. Every car individually is finished symmetrically. That's what gives you this feeling of one canvas, one monolithic sculpture from front to rear. There's more possibilities here for bespoke personalization than ever before. The character of Ghost comes out. It still has the natural presence you'd expect of a Rolls Royce, but it's calmly confident. Part of this presence and assertiveness comes through the proportion. We've widened Ghost, and you read this immediately because it's framed by these sharp vertical bow lines which meet this angular light graphic, so it's completely framing the face. We wanted Ghost to have this unique ambience because there's not lots of features, but it should have that character, that spirit should come through. And we discovered we could achieve that with light. So actually, behind the veins of the grille, there's a subtle illumination. Actually, we fine-tuned the shapes and even brushed the back of every vein, that you just get this subtle glow, so that it removed any sense of anything ever being sterile. It should always have this warmth of a Rolls Royce, this gentle glow. We want to give you that subtle message that this is a car to be driven and a car to be driven in. There's no heavy focus on the rear door or the front door. If you look at them, they're almost equal. We're letting you know almost subconsciously when you walk up to the car that whether you sit in the front or the back of Ghost, you're going to have that great Rolls-Royce experience. The rear of Ghost, it continues this yachting analogy. It's resolved in a taper from all sides, and this is how we create that sense of motion. The focus point is the Rolls-Royce rear lamp. This simple red square ring has become a tenet of modern Rolls-Royce design. But here we've modernised it. It's actually leant forwards a little bit. It's more three-dimensional than ever before. The Ghost interior is meant to be a detoxifying space. We realised our customers have very complicated lives, so they're not looking for a constant reminder of their success. They're not looking for busy details. They want a thinking space. We found trying to do this actually makes it incredibly complicated, but for our craftspeople, the challenges are even greater. There's no distraction, there's no complicated patterns in which to hide any error, so a single stitch line must be perfect. The wood, for example, that you touch, it's not hidden under lacquer, it's open pore, so you can feel the veneer through it. And don't be fooled of what might be underneath there. This has got more technology in it than any other Rolls-Royce we've ever built, but it's only there when you demand it. The dashboard, for instance, the illuminated fascia, it's only there when requested. The effortless doors, there's not an additional button, it's the door handle. Everything is there to make it as calming and relaxing and uncomplicated as possible. Henry Royce said that small things make perfection, but the perfection is no small thing. And we discovered that really holds true today. This philosophy of post-opulence, this philosophy of refining to every detail is what should make it timeless.